Okay, I'm actually going to watch a week in the life video from another architecture student that's on YouTube, and I'm gonna react to it. I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Alfredo!
These stick
Yeah.
model. Ecstasy.
Right, it's currently 7 o'clock a.m. Woo! Great time to go to sleep. Now leaving studio.
Yes.
Because when you have work, you just gotta do it. So I guess the beauty of architecture is that you don't have to worry about getting up because you already be up, right?
That is so completely accurate. Last night I stayed till about 4:30 in the morning, and that was like a good time for me to be leaving. That's been pretty average the past week or two. I think the latest that I've stayed up so far this semester is until 9 a.m.
It's currently 3:31 a.m. on a Monday morning. We have been here since Sunday around 5 o'clock p.m. because we woke up at 5 o'clock p.m.
Right, so then this is when you get in the dangerous cycle. When you stay up all night long, obviously you have to sleep at some point. It gets actually irritating. I get mad that I have to go to sleep or that I'm tired because I want to keep working, which sounds psychotic, but it's true.
Because we went to bed at 7 o'clock a.m. Sunday morning because we were in here all night in architecture. Because when you're an architect student, that's your life. That's it. You don't live, you just architecture. We have 2 models due Mondays, as we usually do. Like last week Monday, we had 2 models due. And models, if you do not know, models take a long time to build. They take hours.
Models do take literally forever to build. When you're doing it by hand, it's really hard to like put a number on it. One model piece can take you a half an hour. I feel like that's like a good estimate. And then you get into laser cutting, and you're like,
oh, this is gonna go so much faster, it's gonna cut everything for me.
well, unless your laser sucks and then it doesn't cut all the way through and you still have to go through and cut out every single piece.
I put one model right here. Not a single fan of it, but it's done. And we're gonna finish this last model and go. Let's see if I can get done in 30 minutes by 4 o'clock. And carry on.
Sorry. That is just always the goal, is you say, like, I'm gonna get this done by this time. Expect it to take at least 4 more hours.
Good morning or afternoon. Okay, so today is Monday. Finally, actually not finally, because yesterday was Monday too. Monday, it's 1:10 p.m. Class is in 15 minutes. I need to quickly grab something to eat and then quickly scoot over to architecture and finish taking photos and of my models, and then I need to print them out because we have a pin-up today. And yeah, let's hop to it.
Okay. No. 50 minutes, so not even an hour, until her class, and she has a pin-up, which means she has to present her work and everything has to be up. You do not want to leave and go to sleep until you are done, 100% done. Everything is up on the wall so that if you sleep until 10 minutes before you have to be at your presentation, it's up and you can go. Highly do not recommend. Pre-COVID days. Very accurate. So when you're sitting and like listening to other people's presentations, you know, it's so funny because you like get nervous to go up and talk, but in reality, people are not paying attention to what you're saying. I hate to say it, but a lot of people aren't because everyone is so exhausted that either they're like thinking about themselves having to go and present and being nervous about that, or they've presented and they've completely checked out mentally. If they're done in their minds and they're starting to fall asleep, sitting on their phones because they're tired, so tired of architecture. Real talk.
So that pinup was very frustrating. 10 out of 10 will not do that again. Alright.
So they will, like, a lot of times they do just tear you down. And then it's like you literally are just exhausted because you stayed up and spent so much time on this stuff, and they're just like, no, not great. It sucks. And you're like, cool. Okay, thanks. And sometimes you cry. It's fine.
Oh, thanks.
Oh.
And now we're back in studio and time for 2 hours of talking to our professor about what to change, what to do on Thursday, etc., etc. And before
I don't know if their professor says etc., etc., but ours definitely does. So maybe this is just an architecture professor thing. I don't know.
good afternoon. So it's 1 o'clock or a little past 1 o'clock. Let me basically tell you what happened yesterday to validate what happened today. Not really validate, but so yesterday, after I left architecture, I went to the library and I stayed there, did a homework, slept, and I was there till 2 o'clock a.m. doing an essay that I had to do for today. Then I left, came back to my dorm, got ready for bed, and at 4 o'clock a.m. I went to sleep. Now, I had physics, architecture physics today, and a writing class. I did not wake up in time for my physics class, but I did wake up in time for the writing class.
It's very dangerous. I understand, like, you have to sleep and you have to be a certain level of health. You should be really healthy because you're spending so much time on your architecture projects. It's so easy to get behind in your other classes. Physics is not a good class to sleep through. It sucks. You really don't want to go and you just want to sleep, but like you just need to go because you're going to get so much more behind. It's going to be so much harder later.
I woke up this morning and I headed straight to class. I had one class today, 10 o'clock. Architecture 214, which is architecture or history, and then for the rest of the day, we're about to push out on these models that we have to do tomorrow that we have not started. So it's going to be a late night, like usual.
There's no breaks. Never. Never.
So it's late now. At this time, it's like 9 o'clock. But the night has only begun. The night is young. This is the time that we architecture students rise. And so I'm ready to architecture to start my project that I have not started. I have 2 models to build for tomorrow, so it's going to be an all-nighter. It's not like I wasn't productive today. I just worked on other stuff, like I said I had to do tomorrow, which I turned in already.
That's the problem, is you feel like you're not being productive because you're not working on studio, but you do still have other classes that you have to do work for. I will say this is a lot of models. She said they had 2 due on a Monday, and the next Monday they had 2 more due, and then the same week for their next studio they have at least 1 more, maybe 2 more, I don't know, due. That's a lot.
Wonderful studio. This is Johnny's studio. Johnny Boy we call him, but he doesn't know that. Say hi! This right here is my workstation. It's very messy, but I call it organized chaos. There's Moochie. Look at that.
The dinosaur's adorable. That's one thing I will say is like these people don't really have a lot of like things on their desk. Like I make my desk really personalized because I'm literally there all the time. I like have crap all over the place, like decorations, and then I just make a mess on my desk. So then it's just a pile, but it is what it is.
Alfredo! Alfredo, did you always have this? Or is this like new? Is it? Yo, did you dye your hair? Look at those Goldilocks. If you ever want to see, you know, like what architecture students wear, I got y'all. I'll let y'all know. Look at this.
Oh, look. So she was working for like a solid sometime, probably like an hour, I would say. That's what happens. It's like spurts where you're like focused in the zone and then one person interrupts you or you interrupt them and then you've probably lost an hour. I like desperately try to ignore people at this point. It's hard sometimes, but there's so much to do this semester. Yes. So there was a trend at one point where one of the grad students, I don't think she was a grad student at that point, I don't know, but she had a dog bed, like a big dog bed for like a large dog, of course, that she purchased and brought to studio and kept under her bed so that, you know, at times like this when you needed a power nap or you had 2 hours before class in the morning, another class in the morning, and you were scared to go home and try and lay in your bed and then are expected to wake up in an hour and a half, she would just pull out the dog bed and sleep right there. I have slept just on the concrete floor in studio. Don't recommend. Pretty uncomfortable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
It's 7:40. Finally finished the 2 models. And they didn't really come out like I wanted them to, but they're finished, and it's not the final project, so I can always improve on them. I don't even know, but I can't even go to sleep because if I go to sleep now, I won't wake up. Plus, I don't even have time because I have class at 9:30. I still have physics homework to finish for the class, and
That's horrible. Still having other homework that's due then. That's why you want to get it done sooner and do studio after. Also, this is the worst feeling is when you're leaving the building and it's bright outside. Like, it just... I feel sick.
Look at that sunlight. Alright, so I just came back from my room from taking a shower. I'm wearing a really extra fit today to make up for the fact that I am sleepy because when I wear something extra, I feel like I need to act extra, so I shouldn't fall asleep. So
I completely get this. I do this.
this should help me stay awake. I have to print an essay for my class and then eat breakfast, and then I'm gonna head to physics for architecture students. Yay.
Makes me feel like my life's a little together when I'm dressed up for my classes, even though I'm not sleeping or being healthy. Okay, so for the most part, there were a lot of similarities. It is so much work. It is just absurd. It's fine. Yeah, this was kind of fun, I guess. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm done. You can like and subscribe if you like this video, or if you don't and you're just feeling generous, then you can also do it. I will not be upset if that is the case. See you guys next time. Bye.